Hello, my friends. Danny D here from Solicitous Comics. It's August 22nd, 2018. It's Wednesday, and boy, have I got some for you. I've got 2 new ones and 3 that are ending soon. All right. Now, it's come to my attention from one of my subscribers that he didn't realize that I put all the tags for each one of these in the description. If you click on the links, it'll take you right to the Indiegogo. I don't know if people are not listening to it right to the very end or not, but I figured that, hey, I'm going to take his cue and I'm going to say that at the beginning. All right, now that I've stated that, our first one. I have been waiting for this for, I would venture to say, I heard about it maybe 2 months ago. This is by someone I follow on YouTube called World Class Bullshitters. A fantastic site, by the way. He has something called Good Morning Pop Culture. He has something called The High Council. Very entertaining live chats. He had this idea of someone kidnapping Han Solo and reenacting Star Wars or making a new Star Wars movie in their basement, which is what this comic is about. It started last night at 9 o'clock, just before the High Council went live. His goal is $20,000. It's up for 2 months. He is at already $6,834. The premise of this, having heard him say it himself, is absolutely hilarious. This is Jeff, World Class Bullshitters. This is his own drawing. It's very well done. He will be updating as he draws some more. As I said, that's awesome. I can't wait to get this. He doesn't have any art up yet, but he said he will put some up there. I've been listening to Jeff for quite a while, and I really enjoy his channel. So if you're just looking for entertainment, you might want to join his YouTube channel. It's well worth it. He's a very interesting and funny person. All right, let me get to some of the perks he has. And one thing that I think is going to kind of bite him in the butt, but we'll see. $20 will get you the book. $30 will get you a sketch of a variant cover. I guess he came up with more covers. And obviously the book. 40. Oh no, that's just the sketch. Oh, sketch with a variant cover. I'm assuming. It might be a personally drawn. I don't know. I'm going to have to try to contact Jeff and find out about that. 40 is signed book and a poster. Hopefully it's of Harrison Ford tied up, gagged. No offense, Mr. Ford. I love your movies, but that's a funny skit. The whole idea is funny. Kind of Suicide Kings, but on a comedy version. And they were mentioning an old movie that was done by Jerry Lewis where they did something similar. As you can see, it goes on and on with the perks. The highest one being $5,000, where he will hand deliver a signed comic book, a print, the blank variant cover, a t-shirt, and a hat. He will deliver this in person. There's 10 people that will get that, which is pretty cool. And if you're wondering why it's that high, well, hey, you got to pay for plane tickets and hotels, but anyway, the only thing I see going bad with this, if you allow Jeff, he is going to give a personal thank you in every book to all the people who back this. Now, he's at 6,000 and there's 157 backers so far. He's hoping for a goal of 20,000. I have a very funny feeling because of his following, he's going to get much higher than that, which means he's going to have a buttload of backers. And he's going to have to be putting a couple of extra pages in the back of this comic book just to write people's names in. Again, he will ask your permission. But I just figured I'd throw that in there because I think he's biting off a little bit more than he can chew there, but I'll be curious to see what happens. All right, on to our next one. Our next one. This is the Star Knight Saga. This is a Buck Rogers type story. It only has 4 days left. It looks interesting. He's met his goal. He's already surpassed it. I didn't see any art on this channel, but if you watch his video, he shows some art, and it's very... speaking of Harrison Ford, what the heck was that movie where he's getting the robots? I can't believe my mind just went blank. I love that movie. Can't believe that. Anyway, it's not very dark and industrial, but not dark and gloomy. It's interesting art. I can't believe I forgot the name of that movie. It's one of my favorite movies, and I can't think of the name of it right now. Oh well. Anyway, let me get down to this guy's perks. If you want to see some of his art, hit the video. It's really nice. Here, all he has, actually, I'll flick through them really quick. Here it's just, I hate it when it does that. It's just pencil drawings. None of them are in color. This is your Flash Gordon type thing, where he's fighting a group of people who do not... Starship Enterprise gone evil there, who have gone, who don't like the fact that man is expanding into space. So it's an interesting premise. For $5, you get the ebook, PDF download more than likely. $5 gets you a thank you, so it's basically a tip. $25 gets you the PDF and a printed book. Is it signed? It does not say signed. He should have a signed one. And his last one is $100. You get the ebook, a printed book, and a personal acknowledgement. Okay, I guess he's going to be putting this on Amazon as well, which Nasser's done with some of his books as well. But I think you should do something a little different for the people that fund him on Indiegogo. You know, sign it, do a slightly different cover than the one that you're going to do on Amazon. Do something different. You know, add an extra page to it or something that you can throw in, something you get from Kinko's or something. But figure something out extra to do it. But 4 days left on this one, so if you do like this, back it up. As I stated in the beginning, all the links will be down in the description. All right, now our next one, excuse me, that is ending soon, is a tabletop game that I featured, I do believe, 2 weeks ago. This is a game that piggybacks on 2 other tabletop games that I do not understand. I don't know them, so I don't play these games. It is either available for the 5th edition or Swords and Wizardry version. If you have those 2 games, I'm assuming that this is a chapter that can be inserted into the game. It is about taking a short respite in a city that is run by vampires and a bunch of bad dudes. It sounds kind of interesting. D&D, stuff like that wasn't my shtick when I grew up. I was much too much into cars, motorcycles, so I never got into that stuff. But if you are into this, by all means, go check this out. 13 hours left on this one. Our next one that is going to be ending soon. Now this gentleman, he's actually contacted me a couple of times, which I'm very grateful of, because he gave me a couple of pointers, and he actually helped spark some people joining my YouTube channel, which I'm very grateful of. I appreciate it very much. He was banned by the SJWs. They tricked him and did something and banned him from Twitter, so he couldn't advertise. Luckily, he got on Uncle E's channel. Because he knows them. He talked with him. I promote him. We both promote his comic on something called Gab, which is a Twitter variant, although there is no censorship on there, which is why I use that one, mainly just to promote comics. He's got 2 days left on this. His goal was 6,000. He is now at 21,465. Congratulations. Like I said, this is a cool comic. Sci-fi. He writes novels. He has several novels out. I don't know if this is his first graphic novel that he's doing. I hope it's not his last, because the premise was very interesting. This is our heroine here. She works for a teacher as a teaching assistant who's a bit of a mad scientist. He invents these crazy things, and she goes out at night and uses them as a superhero. I'm assuming, again, I haven't read it, so I don't know. She fights someone, but that someone she fights also somehow becomes her love interest, which really sounds like an interesting premise. I will get to his perks here. Let me scroll down to some art. There's our heroine again. There she is fighting someone on top of a roof. I don't know if she can fly. Oh, I guess she can fly, because he throws her off, and there you see she comes right back up. Now he's wondering, uh-oh, now I'm in deep you know what. She zaps him and then takes off. There's some more artwork for you guys to enjoy. I mean, it's well done. And I'm wondering if this is the person, her love interest, that she's actually battling as a villain when she's a superhero. I like the story. The story is neat. And you can actually see a lot of it here. Those pages were not there the first time I went, or the second time I went through, as I've promoted this a couple of times, just to annoy the SJWs. But I will keep scrolling. Okay, that is the end. All right, let's get up to his perks. For his perks, we have $25 for a trade paperback. Dollar is basically just a tip. $5 is a tip, but you get a thank you from John Delarose. $12 gets you the PDF. $25 can get you a t-shirt, or $25 can get you a poster, or $25 can get you the graphic novel, and that is for international shipping. $50 gets you the trade paperback and a t-shirt, and he has a couple of other tiers that go further on. So, if you're interested in John Delarose, if you've read any of his other books and you want to see how he does with a graphic novel, please check this out. The link will be below. He's only got 2 days left. He's already met his funding, and that's absolutely fantastic. Our last one's a little different. It was in the comic section, but it's not exactly a comic. It's a puzzle. But I do believe, from what I'm understanding, that it's a puzzle that is of a picture that is in a comic that they've done. I think. I didn't quite get the whole thing, but it looks neat. Let me scroll down here. And there is the puzzle. This is a little different. I don't know why it was in the comic section, but it caught my eye. So I figured, hey, what the heck? I'll throw it out there. It's different. Glue it together. My aunt used to do that when I was a kid. She'd glue them together and basically make pictures out of them. All right. This one, I do believe, yeah, it is an in demand, so I don't know when it's ending. He's at 2,461. For $42, you can get the puzzle. See, for $42, you can get another puzzle. So I guess they've done this more than once. $80 gets you both puzzles. $80 can get you the late breakfast puzzle, which is the one featured. Two postcards. All right, go through these carefully if you go into the higher tiers and see what they offer. I mean, they're very, very different things that they offer. They don't state them all right away. All right, my friends, that's it for today. Enjoy these. Subscribe to them. Excuse me. Back them if you like what you see. These are people. This is our industry now. We can't expect Marvel or DC to be getting any better. They're getting worse and worse. If you don't believe me, who is it? That Umbrella guy. Watch him on YouTube. He goes over the numbers of this stuff. You'll see what I mean. I mean, it's just disastrous. This is how we're going to get our comics. And for the people that go, well, it's $25 for a comic. All right, number one, these are usually 48 pages long, which is longer than 2 of their comics. And their comics are already going up to $5-6. So $25 for a limited edition signed, yeah, that's not that bad. Go buy a signed comic from DC or Marvel. You'll see they're around the $30-40 range. So that blows that right out of the water. Anyway, folks, this is Danny D. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day.